So the objectives for this module is to gain awareness of the history of cooperatives globally, to learn about the origins of cooperatives in the United States, and to learn about the growth of cooperatives in Nova Scotia as well as the rest of Canada. So cooperatives really got their start back in 1761. So the Rochdale pioneers in Edinburgh, Scotland are credited with starting the very first cooperative. In Germany, credit unions were formed as a financial cooperative or people's banks in 1862. So from the UK and Germany, we then continue in the lecture notes with an overview of the history of cooperatives in the US. And then we highlight the Canadian and Nova Scotian role in developing and advancing the cooperative movement. So you might be interested to know that cooperatives in Nova Scotia actually started in Antigonish in the early 1900s. So it's very interesting to read about the Antigonish movement, and it's described in the accompanying reading and video. So credit unions started in Quebec with Desjardins, and this inspired the development of credit unions in Nova Scotia. So when exploring the history of cooperatives, it's important to understand that it's more than just the white history, but you also have to acknowledge that cooperatives have been employed as tools to meet the basic needs in response to racially exclusive context. So again, there's more articles and videos on the early cooperative development. So information of this sort is key to your understanding about the purpose and meaning of cooperatives. So understanding why they were formed in the first place really helps you understand why they exist. The discussion board question for Module 3 is, given the changes in the business environment since the cooperative business model was first established, could be argued that while cooperatives filled an unmet need at that time, they're no longer necessary or relevant today. Indicate if you agree or disagree with this statement and provide justification for your opinion. So again, refer to at least 2 of the assigned readings or videos to illustrate your points. This concludes Module 3.